start again.
Yeah, so I start again. 3 months ago, we went for a charity trip to Invite, the province where I grew up. So I saw some girls at about 5 or 7 years old selling food on the street with barefoot and rumble shirts. Those girls really touched my heart. And I told my friends that this was me 30 years ago. So 30 years ago, and if I would say one thing to those girls, I would say I was selling peanuts in the market to help my mom. And now I've got an international IT business. And if I can do that, then you can too, even much better. Let's build a dream from today. So 30 years ago, I was selling peanuts in the street corner in this place. And I enjoy very much selling food because I could help my mom to earn more money to pay for our daily life. My dad was a soldier, so he was only able to visit a few times a year. Not only selling peanuts, because I was a good seller, so my relative asked me to sell many things like egg, guava, vegetable, or even some kind of crabs or shrimp or snail. You might be thinking that it's terrible. A young girl of 7 years old selling food in the market. But actually, it was so much fun for me. It didn't occur to me that we were poor. Only when I grew up and realized and reflect back, and I realized that we were. I remember one year I cried because I did not get a new t-shirt at the final day of the year, and how much I expected it to come for my New Year Eve, my 10th holiday. Because I have only one new t-shirt for 1 year. And I started to question how some people could have enough money to buy a new dream motorbike. Why my dad has an old one and it always died whenever we stop for a few minutes. I also questioned why some people would travel around the world. Why, for me, it was just a dream. I had never been further away, more than 80 kilometers out of my province. And it was only to go to my dad's workplace. But my life has been changed when I turned 14. My dad got retired and he came home and he was living with us. He bought a computer to hire out to the villagers. And I got a chance to play around when no one's using. My first coding experience was in Pascal. I wrote very simple program to make a clock run. And I was very excited and imagined an interesting world that a computer could bring. I also focused more on studying to remain at the top of the class. I spent more time, of my free time to go to the English class in the evening because we didn't have chance to study English in the school at the time. I also stopped selling in the markets because I started feeling embarrassed when seeing my friends out there. And after 3 years of high school with excellent grades, I was lucky enough to go to a university in Hanoi without taking the entrance exam. And I chose computer science as my main major, despite my parents wanted me to become a teacher like my mom. Actually, at that time, I didn't understand about myself, who I was, or what I wanted to do. But IT came to my mind as a powerful tool and a secret that I would want to discover. So I went to Hanoi and fell in love with the city. I was excited with being far away from my parents and live as an independent student. I also started getting new friends and enjoy the new life and getting with the with a new life that I haven't got experience before. And soon after joining the university in Hanoi, one day I saw a note on the bulletin board that there was scholarship to study in Australia. The country came to my mind from my uncle when he came home. And I was questioning if I was eligible to apply because I haven't heard about that kind of scholarship before, and it seems so much bigger than me. And the fee of the application is about $30, and quite a big amount for me at that time, about 1 month's living cost that I have to pay. So after a lot of considerations, I convinced myself just to take a risk. And what was crazier than losing that amount of money that I was chosen? I was one of 50 students in Vietnam after more than 2,000 applications to win a full scholarship to study in Australia. I still remember how hard it was to control my work home, to share the news with my family. I tried to calm me down by walk, but I just run and walk and run like this. So I went on to do my bachelor degree of computer science in the University of Sydney. After a few months studying English, I still remember one morning when I woke up, I was already in Sydney. And when I got out of the airport, everything seems very different from what I can see before. All the things that I just seen on TV before, like many cars, big road system, so many parks and beautiful beach and high building. So I just take a deep breath, and even I have to bite my finger to make sure that was real, and that was real. And I quickly enjoy with the new life there. While it seems so many things to enjoy, I also found a lot of challenges when I was living there. Even something that is very normal to other people, like going by car, but for me, going by car or by bus was horrible. I always feel dizzy when I stay on the car, even for a few minutes, because I had used to with going by motorbike or by bicycle before. So after a few months, I started learning how to drive, and then it works for me. Also, my English was not good at that time, so I got a problem with